This is Sparta!
Hey there, warriors. Today we're going to do a deep stretch for the upper body. I have been working on getting my handstands down right, so it's a lot of shoulder and arm work, so I'm pretty sore and I definitely need this. Anybody needs this, especially if you're an office worker, if you sit at a desk a long time. So we're just going to get right into it, and we'll start in the center of our mat and standing. Come to mountain pose and just connect with the breath. Set an intention for this class. Begin your deep Ujjayi breathing. Okay, so to start off, we're just going to bring the hands around the back and work towards grasping each elbow. You can just kind of crawl the hands together and get it as close as you can, and then hold. Really pull down to open up the chest. And breathe. We'll hold about 10 breaths in each pose. Now, if you're good with that posture, you can try this one. It may be a little easier. You're going to bring your hands to reverse prayer as high up on your back as you can. And then you're just going to open the elbows out and back bend slightly. Today I have cedarwood essential oil diffusing. It really gives the room a woodsy kind of scent of nature smell. Go ahead and release the hands. Now we're just going to do a type of spaghetti arm stretch. So just flop your arms, switch them one over the other, back and forth. Let a little blood flow back. Now, left arm over right. Grab the shoulders. Just work towards crawling the hands back as far as you can. And hold. This is a good back opener. Go ahead and release that. Let the arms swing side to side again for just a minute. And then right arm over left. Release the arms. Let them waggle around just a little bit again. Now bring the arms up overhead. Grab opposite elbow. Really lift up. Side bend to the right. You can let your head just fall onto the right bicep. Come back to center. Release the arms. Let them waggle out a little bit. Let some blood flow come back. Bring the arms up overhead. Opposite arm is in the front. Side bend to the left. Come back to center. Let the arms come down. Bring some blood flow back. You can even squeeze the hands. Bring the arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers. Just pull that left arm down behind the head. Release the arms. Shake them out. Arms back up. Grasp the hand. Pull the right arm over. Release that. Now I'm going to turn sideways to show you what I'm going to do. This is called gorilla pose. It's sort of a forward fold. So breathe in for length. Breathe out. Start to pull the belly in and fold forward. Bring the hands underneath the feet. The toes should come all the way to that wrist crease. Your knees are bent. Now breathe in for length. Breathe out. Straighten the legs as best as you can. Pull the belly in. Exhale. Pull the head down. Pull the arms to the side. Inhale, come on up, walk the hands out, and just drop down onto the knees. We're going to do some cat-cows. So hands are directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale to cow, push the chest through the arms, stick the tailbone out. Exhale, cat. Fold everything under. Really even pull the head down towards the chest. Inhale, cow. Inhale. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come to neutral. We're just going to do a wrist stretch so you can sit back onto the feet for a minute, and we're just going to fold the fingers in once, twice, and then really squeeze down with the thumbs. Come to the tops of the hands here. Have the arms bent, and then work towards straightening them and keeping the top of the hands on the floor. You can turn them any way that feels best for you. Just try to keep that fist, and you'll feel a stretch along the top of the forearm, or the bottom, whichever you want to call it, the elbow side. Go ahead and release that. Swirl the hands around a little bit. Bring the hands together. Just move them in a figure 8. Come back to tabletop. Point the fingers towards you. And just lean back for another wrist and forearm opener. You can bend the elbows, whichever way feels good to you. You might have to move your watch and things out of the way to really get a good benefit from this. I really like these stretches. I suffer a lot from tennis elbow, from gripping the bar in CrossFit that I did for so long, and I still haven't been able to fully get rid of that tennis elbow. It just comes back and annoys me every so often. rock side to side in this and really work it out. Come back to tabletop. Bring the hands back. You can twirl the hands around a little bit to get some flexion back, some blood flow back. Now come back to tabletop. We're going to inhale the right arm up. Exhale, thread it through. Come onto the outside of that right shoulder. Push down through that left hand, twisting, stretching the back of the shoulder. Go ahead and push up out of that pose. Lift the right arm up, open up. Bring the right hand out behind you. Try to grab onto the back of that hip. Really open up that chest. You can drop the head down to the left shoulder. Now release that hip. Come back down to tabletop. Do the same thing on the left. Lift that left arm way up to the sky, open up. Now thread it through for thread the needle. Try to keep those hips even. Inhale, come on up, open the chest, reach the left arm around for the right hip. Drop the head down to the right shoulder. Inhale that arm back up. Bring the arm down. Just sit down onto the sits bones. And you can come to any comfortable seated position. I like to come into butterfly pose. So from here, we're just going to do some neck stretches. So inhale, the arms up. Exhale, the left arm comes down. Really push down away from the head. Pull the shoulder down and pull the head over to the right. Make sure you're sitting up tall. You can even bring the hand behind the back and grab the right ribs for a deeper stretch. Release the head. Bring both arms back up. Grab the right side of the head. Right arm comes down. Bring that right arm around the back if that feels good to you. Inhale, release the arms up. Grab the left knee with the right hand. Turn the torso to the left and side bend to the right. This is sort of a twisting side bend. So inhale, the arms back up. Twist to the right. Lean to the left. Inhale, the arms back up. Twist to the left. Breathe out. Inhale, the arms up. Twist to the right. I encourage you throughout your day and your practice to always drink plenty of water. You would like to think that you're hydrated, but you sweat out a lot more than you actually think. So from here, we're going to do a deltoid stretch. So bring the right arm around the front of the body, hook the elbow, just pull it in, feel a stretch all along the outside of the right arm. So continuing on for my hydration I'm a laboratory technician, so I did a little test on myself, and for your urine to be at the perfect specific gravity for hydration, which is 1.010, it needs to be almost a clear yellow. So if your urine is amber or dark yellow, then you're probably not hydrated. Bring the left arm around, hook the elbow in, and that is after you urinate in a cup, a clear cup, not what it looks like in the commode. A lot of people look at their urine after it's diluted in the commode. So you need to look at it undiluted, concentrated in a clear container. You can even twist your body a little bit to the right to get an even deeper stretch in this pose. Alright, so from here, we're just going to do cow face arms. So bring the right arm up and pull it onto the back. You can either just push the tricep, the elbow down, or you can bring the left arm around and bind the hands. Or you can put a strap in between your hands if you can't reach and you want to work towards the bind. Just make sure that if you are binded, you're sitting up straight or bound. I'm not sure which the proper grammar is. Sitting up straight and you're not pulled forward. So it shouldn't be pushing your head. You should be pushing your head into your arm. I like to put a little movement into my stretches sometimes. Go ahead and release the bind and just do the opposite with the arms. Bring the left arm up, push the elbow back, right arm comes around for the bind. You'll probably see that you're more flexible on one side than the other. This is my awkward side. Go ahead and release the bind. And you can just get a little blood flow back. Kind of act like you're swimming. The opposite direction. Now we're just going to flip back over to tabletop. I'm going to move back onto the mat slightly. Keep the hips over the knees. And walk the hands out about mat distance, a little wider, as far as you can comfortably. And then just lay the torso and head down for puppy pose. Go ahead and push up and just crawl forward. Drop the hips down. Come up to Cobra. So keep the chest open. Pull the chest through the arms. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Now drop back down and just walk that left arm over to the right side of your mat and reach the right arm back for a twisting cobra. Now bring the right arm forward, turn towards your left, and twist the left arm back. Try to stay lifted. Now we're just gonna sit up onto our knees. I'm gonna face you. Keep the left knee down. Extend the right leg out to the side. Lift the arms up, inhale, and exhale, side bend to the right for gate pose. Gate, you're pushing the hips forward slightly. The right foot is flat to the floor if you can, for a slight stretch in that ankle. Bring the hands back to center. Fold the right foot under. Extend the left leg out. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come back to center. Bring both legs down. Grab you a block and put your block, if you have one, right between your thighs. So this is where, how open your thighs need to be. Squeeze it, push your hips forward, and start by pushing your hips and leaning back and looking at the back wall. If you can fold the toes under and then start to reach the hands back for the toes for camel pose. If it's possible, the feet can come flat to the floor. I'm not very open yet in my front side, so I'm just going to stay here. Go ahead and bring one arm up at a time to the lower back. Move the block out of the way. Widen the knees about mat distance. toes come together. Walk the hands out for child's pose. Inhale, come up slightly, and just begin, keep the hips where they are, glued to the heels, and start to walk the hands over to the right, as far as you can get them, even crawl the left hand out, and then come down. Inhale, come up slightly, and just walk the hands over to the left. Crawl that right hand out as far as you can get it, and come down. Go ahead and push up. Crawl up to seated. And swing the legs out in front of you. Lay down onto the back for Shavasana. I hope you enjoyed this upper body deep stretch. I hope it relaxed you. It definitely did me. If you live locally, I live in Sparta, Tennessee. I teach classes out of my home Tuesdays at 6 p.m. and Sundays in Cookeville at the Cane Creek Recreation Center at 2:15 p.m. You can find me on Facebook, Warrior Yoga. Message me for details. Stay strong, warriors. Namaste.
This is Sparta!